Hello folks, welcome to my channel. I'm the Lone Adventurer and this is part 5 of my playthrough of 2D6 Dungeon from DR Games and Toby Lancaster. If you have not caught the earlier parts of this series, I would encourage you to pop back to the start and begin there. I'll put a link to part 1 up in the corner of the screen right about now. If you enjoy this video, do consider liking it and subscribing to my channel, though I suspect if you're already up to part 5 of this series, you're probably already subscribed, aren't you? First things first, I took a little bit of time to make my map look pretty. I know some of you guys like it when the map is pretty. I like it when the map is pretty as well. I just get lazy sometimes. But since this game was designed by Toby, and Toby is a very skilled tabletop gaming mapster himself, I think his name on Instagram is Dark Realm Maps. I think it's Dark Realm Maps. I'll pop a link in the description below so you can check out his pictures. Anyway, his maps being so wonderful made me feel like I should probably make a tiny bit more effort. I guess I'll do it as we go along now, which means it's going to take me longer to film this video, but you guys are worth it. I'm worth it. This game is worth it. The second thing is I've been very conscious of the fact that I have not used inventive usage, which is a mechanism in this game which makes it a bit more freeform. You can take anything in a room and you can pretty much, within reason, do whatever you want with that stuff. There's a few rules covering inventive usage, but broadly speaking, if you see something, you can take it and use it in a creative way. And I haven't done that, in large part, I think, because I haven't really needed to, with one exception. And that is the gods. We came across a chapel to Maduva, who is the Rot, Maduva the Rot, and we also came across a small shrine, both quite early on, to Neverzator the Blind. And the way the gods work is you can make offerings to them. You can use those offerings to gain favour. If you do that, at some point in the future, you will be able to call upon the favour of the gods to do something handy. And each of the gods has a list of different items that you can use as an offering. So I thought, let's have a look at this. Surely I've come across these things, and I think I probably have. Both in the most recent room we were in, actually, room 7, which is a stove room, in which we had a hemp rug, and we had a stove. Now, Neverzator accepts hemp as an offering. So what I'm going to say is when I was in the stove room, we cut off a bit of the hemp rug. Maduva the Rot accepts ash as an offering. And obviously, that being a stove room with a stove in, I would imagine there's some ash in that stove. So I'm also going to say I collected up some ash. Now, with the ash, we will need some kind of container. I hadn't thought about that before the video. Do we have any spare containers? Let's have a look. Got a pouch, another pouch. I don't have any spare containers. Because you can't just put the ash in your hands and walk around with it. You have to be ready for action. So I would need something to put the ash in, and I don't have that. I've got 2 pouches of Maleko leaves. So I could dump some Maleko leaves and use one of those pouches. Oh no, I've got a bottle. There it is, staring me right in the face. Can I put ash in a bottle? Can I put ash in a bottle? I feel like I'd probably need a jar for ash. It's going to be quite hard getting ash in a bottle. Alright, let's forget about the ash for now. Let's just do the hemp rag taken from the rug here. So I'm going to say we grabbed a bit of that. I'm not going to bother writing it in my inventory because I'm just going to say I go straight back to the small shrine. I'll tick there so that I know I've used that shrine, because you can only make an offering once in a shrine. And then we can tick on this favour of the gods section that we have got our first point of favour with Navigator the Blind. So I feel a little bit better now that I've kind of used inventive usage, or at least I've shown a bit more imagination in my usage of my surroundings. So I guess we just push on really. We've got quite a lot of space left on this level, so we've got quite a lot more exploring to do. So I say we just get straight to it. Let's go this way and see if we get something nice and chunky. So here we go. What are we doing? Are we doing... So I'm never sure whether these are yellow or green. I think it's green, isn't it? So if we say green, then red. This is our X dice. This is our Y dice. Let's see how big the room is going to be. We haven't actually had any significantly sized rooms because I've never mentioned the rule that if you roll a double, you roll again and you end up with a really big room, and there's a different table for really big rooms. Let's have a look. Really big room? Not so much. What we've got is a 1x2 corridor. Let's see how many doors we have. So that's the maximum number of doors. So that is 3 doors. Doortastic. So we've got a door at the end. We'll have a door up here and a door down here. Okay, let's go up here, see what's up this way. So we've got a 6x4 room. See how many doors we've got. 4. I think that gives us 2 doors, right? So we'll have one over here, up there, and then there's no point in having one up here because it'll just go up to the edge. Guess we could have one over here and then hope that joins up neatly because I like a neat map. Alrighty, let's see what room we're going to get. 45 gives us storage area. Ooh. Empty boxes and tea chests fill this space. There are also sacks and bags. Roll a d6. On a 1 to 4, a random patrol comes by on the patrol table. If you survive, roll on BT1. We've got archways out. It's not a unique room. So let's see if we get a patrol. 1, that does give us a patrol. Let's see who's going to be coming in. L1P1. We've got level 1 patrols. 3 gives us a guard. Okay, so we're going to have a guard. There's our guard. I'll just quickly draw some details in on the room. Alright, so I've drawn a few details in our storage room. I've added a little entry over here so we know we've got a guard to fight. Here is our guard. We faced the guard before. 7 HP, 1 shift. Got an interrupt, a shield block on secondary 3s and 5s, taking -1 damage. A couple of manoeuvres, obviously. And let's make a start. So this is me attacking first. In a second, let me have a little rearrange. Alright, so me attacking first. Here we go. Got a 3-6. This does not help me. I cannot hack. I got a shift of 2, so I could go to 3-4, but not 3-6. And here I could go to 2-6, but not 3-6. So I have missed. Guard attacks back. 1-2. No, sorry. 2-1. Can't stab, can't swipe. Okay, so an uneventful first round. Round 2. Here we go. So I'm attacking first. 5-5. Looking around my sheet to see if there's anything that I've forgotten about. Scroll of reflexes. Apparently I didn't write anything down for that, which is a shame, but I'm assuming that's too good to use on a guard. So that has missed. I have missed. Bane has missed. So our guard will attack back. 1-2. That's no good. Doesn't allow the guard to stab or swipe. On to round 3. This is exciting, isn't it? This is edge of your seat viewing. Let's see if we can get a hit this time. Oh wow, that is disastrous. 6-5. That's nothing. We can't do anything with that. Guard. 4-2. No. So the guard has stab, which is 5-3, but has only got a shift of 1, so could shift this to 5-2, which is still not the correct dice combination to allow for the stab. So the guard has missed as well. So we're just flailing around, presumably knocking over boxes and crates left, right and centre, and completely failing to hit each other. Probably quite an embarrassing spectacle, I would have thought. Oh, was that round 4? Oh, so we should have... Oh, was that round 4? Didn't feel like we'd done 4 rounds. That felt like round 3 to me. Have I made a mistake? No, I think that must have been round 4, because it was on 4, unless I made a mistake, in which case, hey-ho. But that means that the guard gets an additional 1 shift. Now, an additional 1 shift I don't think would have helped me. It feels like I might have made a mistake. But anyway, that means the guard has 2 shift, which means she can shift to 5-3 and successfully stab me, which is d6 minus 3 damage. Let me just check my armour, because that was something I was rubbish at doing. No, my armour isn't going to help me. Armour only helps on primary 3s, I think. So, d6 minus 3 damage. Let's see if she does any damage to us. Nope, no damage whatsoever. That's good. Let's go on to round 5, assuming I didn't make a mistake here. And that means we both get an additional 2 shift. Right, time to kill this person. Let's finish this. Really 5-5? Right, can we do something with this? Because we've now got 4 shift, so probably we can. I don't think we can. No, we can. We can shift a 5 down to a 2. That uses 3 shift, which leaves me with 1 shift left, allowing me to shift the secondary dice from a 5 down to a 4. 2-4 gives us a cleave, which is d6 minus 1 damage. Or let's just see if she does her shield block. Secondary 3s and 5s. No. Are we going to do any damage? 2 damage. It's a start. You've got to start somewhere. On to round 6. And an additional 3 shift for the pair of us. Oh, wait a minute. That was me attacking the guard. I didn't give the guard a chance to attack back, did I? Guard attacks back. Rolling a lot of 5-5s. What's the deal with that? The guard can take a 5-5 to a 5-3, which is a stab, doing d6 minus 3 damage. 3 minus 3 is 0, so the guard has done no damage. So on to the next round, in what is another fairly epic fight. 6-4. Blimey. That's fine though. We can, because we have now got, 5 shift, so we can shift the 6. Can we shift to that? That would take 1, 2. That would take 5 shift, because we can shift the 6 down to a 3. That takes 3 shift. And then the 4 down to a 2, which takes 2 shift. I think that works out, doesn't it? Which means I can do a hack with my great axe, which mean I can do d6 damage. Come on. 3. Getting there slowly but surely. Guard has 2 points of health left. Guard attacks back. 1-5. Ooh, and 3-4 shift. I don't think we could shift to the stab. That would cost 4 plus 2, which is 6 shift. Can't do that. And that would cost 5 plus 3 shift. So that would cost 7 shift to do the swipe to get to a 6-2. So the guard misses. Total miss. This is me attacking again. 2-2. So we can take a 2-2 up to a 3-2. Nice and simple. Do a hack, which is a d6. 2 points of damage. Took long enough, but the guard is defeated. So let's do the XP first, because otherwise I forget it. 13 XP. Takes me to 132 XP. And we're looking to roll on PT1 -1 for treasure. Okay, so PT1 -1. 6, 7, 8, 7. A few coins rattle in the pouch. Gain 4d6 copper coins and 2d6 silver coins. So 4d6 copper coins. Not bad. So that's 14 copper coins. 2d6 silver coins. 11 silver coins. Alright, not bad. And I've learnt my lesson. We also have a pouch. So we have an empty pouch that we could theoretically use for something else. I mean, I could use it to go and get some ash, couldn't I, from that room, the stove room. But I'm not going to. I'm going to press on. So let's have a look. I'm just going to keep on going. We will go down this way. So back out into the corridor and down that way. What have we got? A corridor, 1 by 5. Okay, how many doors? That is 2 doors. Alright, so let's push on down here. See what we've got down here. Big room, 6 by 6, and the doubles mean that we re-roll and add those on. So this could be a huge room. So I mean, 6 is the biggest height that we could have, Y value, because then we're going to hit this door down here, but it could be wider. A little bit wider. Okay, so what we would do is add those numbers on. So we had a 6 by 6, we've now got an 8 by 8, but the y-axis value can only be a maximum of 6 because of the room we've got. So we'll have an 8 by 6 room, so pretty big. It's going to be the first time rolling on the large room table. And we've got 3 doors. One of the doors will be this one here, and then we will put, what we'll do is we'll only have 2 doors. We'll have the one down there and we'll have one going off in this direction, because having a door over here is just going to get a bit messy. I don't think we need it. So we'll leave that door for aesthetic purposes. So here is our level 1 large rooms table. And this is a D12 table, so rolling 2d6. Gives us a 7, which gives us a temple. Very religious level we've got here. Dark murals line the walls. Empty pews form 2 lines. Chandeliers loaded with lit candles hang above. Behind a pulpit stands a figure who attacks. Roll on L1R -1. And this is a unique room. So let's first see who's attacking. So level 1 religious enemy. 4, 3 gives us a cultist. Ooh, a new enemy. This is our first cultist, I think. Yep, don't think we've had one of those. Here is our cultist. So the cultist, only 5 HP. Oh, that's alright, isn't it? Gives us 6 XP, a shift of 1. We've got some treasure there. The interrupt is a robe swoop on secondary 4s. Does a punch. Serving the religious leaders in the dungeon, these worshippers are twisted by hate and set to evil tasks. They wear red robes and face paint, their eyes bulging as they attack. So I'll just draw in some temple-y stuff in here, probably very similar to this temple down here. Okay, here is our gigantic temple. Here is our cultist. We're going to be attacking first, as is always the case. And we've got 4, 6. 4, 6 with our 2 shift is not particularly handy. In fact, we cannot land a blow with that. Cultist attacks back. 3-3. 3-3. Cultist only has one shift. They need a 5-4 to successfully punch, so they have failed to land a hit as well. On to round 2. 6-4. That's rubbish as well. Okay, that's a miss. What about the cultist? 2-6. Yep, that's no good. No good for the cultist. On to round 3. Oh, no shift yet. No shift bonus. 3-5. Nope, 5-3. That sounds a bit more promising. Can't do anything with it though. We've only got 2 shift. We could shift to 3-3, but that's not good enough. How frustrating. 3-4. And the cultist cannot punch me with a 3-4. On to round 4. Now we're getting an additional shift. Ooh, that was 5, wasn't it? 5-4. So I've got 3 shift, which means I can cleave, because I can change the 5 to a 2, taking all 3 shift, which gets me to 2-4, which is what I need for a cleave, which is doing d6 minus 1 damage. 3 damage. Good start. Leaving the cultist with 2 health. Cultist gets to attack back. Oh, that was a cleave, wasn't it? That means the cultist does a robe swoop. Does a robe swoop on secondary 4s, meaning 1 less damage. So actually the cultist has 3 health remaining, and I'll just hope to remember that. Actually, no, I've got an erasable pen, haven't I? I should just erase it. Otherwise, what's the point? Alrighty. Cultist attacks back. Have I done that yet? Oh no, I forgot where I was. Don't think the cultist attacks back. Here we go. 3-5. Cultist can do nothing with 3-5, so we're going on to round 5, which means we have an additional shift of 2. Here we go. Me first. Bane first. 5-2. So now we've got 4 shift in total, means we can shift to 3-2, which means we can hack, which does d6 damage. 4 damage. That's enough to finish the fight. Cultist is defeated. And for that we get 6 XP, taking me to 838 XP. When do we next level up? We next level up at 500, so we've got quite a way to go to become an apprentice. Never mind, we are rolling on treasure table RPT1. RPT is religious pouch table, the first of the religious pouch tables. D12. 6. We're rolling at minus. No, we're not rolling at minus. That gives us, inside the pouch are some human teeth. Oh ho, I think there's a god that likes human teeth. Oh goody goody, yep, it's Meduva the Rot, so we can go and make an offering to Meduva the Rot. So I'll just note down the human teeth. And I think there was an additional roll in the room as well. No, there wasn't. No, that was it. Okay, alright, so that's the end of the temple room. Temple room is done. So I think what we'll do is we will just say we scoot on over to the chapel, which is not that far actually, it's just over here, which is the chapel for Meduva the Rot. Meduva the Rot accepts teeth as a favoured item, so we can use our teeth and leave them on the altar there to gain a favour point with Meduva. So I think we'll leave it there, folks. It feels like probably one more video, these are famous last words, but one more video should enable us to finish the level and get to the point where we are scooting off to level 2, and we will finish the series there, I think. Hope you enjoyed that video, folks. Do join me for the next and probably last part of this series. See you there. Bye for now.